Hey guys, today we're going to be going over to Otter's Cove. We're going to be checking out this rock wall on the left-hand side, kind of heading up to where the swell starts. Hopefully there isn't any swell out there so we can go a little bit further beyond the cove. But yeah, hopefully we can get us a little lingcod or cabezon today. It's super pretty today, super sunny. Usually if I'm in the bay and it's sunny over there, it's cloudy over here, and you know, vice versa. So I'm glad that it's pretty much looking the same. It's sunny over in the bay and it's sunny over here, so I got lucky. All right, so now on the GoPro, I'm gonna show you guys, if you go to Surfline, download that on your iPhone. Usually what I do, if you can get, you know, the exact location, it's better, but I usually just put Monterey Bay. Then it'll show you some webcams and stuff like that. So if you're coming from, you know, like me up in Hayward, you can see that before you come down here, see if it's sunny or not, see what the water looks like. And I like to check all of these categories. So for example, the wave height, and it doesn't give you an option to really like search here and type in the exact location and have it pop up there. It's the only thing that sucks. You kind of gotta, you know, figure it out based on visuals. So obviously this is San Francisco Bay Area. If you scroll down here, this is kind of my mental marker. This is Pebble Beach and Stillwater Cove. I believe Lovers Point, somewhere right about here. So right now we should be like right on that corner if I'm not mistaken, but ultimately it doesn't matter too much. I mean, all of this is going to be about the same. So if we're looking at wave height, the way you read this is 0 to 48 feet, dark blue being 0, which would be something over here, and we are right about 4 feet. It looks super flat, so not too worried about that. Wave periods, you want a higher wave period, so this is kind of counterintuitive to the rest of these where the higher number is worse. You actually want to see red, as far as I know, and you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but red would be like the highest wave period, so it would be 22 seconds in between waves if it was all the way up there. Right now it is, right now it's gonna be right around here, the green. So yeah, anywhere from, obviously by shore where it's breaking super quickly, you know, when it's hitting the beach, you're gonna have, you know, just a couple seconds. That doesn't really matter, but right out here, we're about in the middle, so it's pretty good. Wave energy, we've got some dark purple, so that's 400 kilojoules, I believe the KJ is for. All the way down to the dark blue and the lighter blue over here, so not a lot of wave energy. If you scroll out, you could see, and this is how you kind of predict going forward into the week, what it's, you know, potentially going to look like if you see, you know, the wind starting to move and stuff like that towards you, because you usually have about a 10-day kind of window going forward that's pretty accurate. So right now we are chilling. It's anywhere from green to light blue, so 4 to 10 miles per hour. Obviously no precipitation, but if there was, you would see some dark blue or light blue. And then we have the sea temperature, which, you know, doesn't really matter. I mean, it's pretty much going to be the same temperature here all the time. And yeah, and then you can kind of go through here if you just want a super simple one. And all week is going to be crazy. Like when I first started getting my gear a couple months ago, we weren't sure if we wanted to go out or not. We didn't really know anything about this. I mean, I usually just went out and went surfing, and you know, if it looked good, it looked good. I never really looked at the surf charts and stuff like that and the wave charts, but you know, it was saying like 15 feet. If we would have went out, we would have basically just freaking drowned. So now it being 0 to 1 all week, like that is crazy, because you'll see like next week it's going to be picking up 2 to 3, 2 to 3, 1 to 2. Then going into the end of next week, it's going to be good again. And you'll have guys like Chris Borg who will come in here and they'll tell you whether or not, you know, it's looking good or not. And yeah, and then you can also take a look at the tide, right? So the fish like to move going into low tide or coming from low tide into high tide. And then depending on where you're entering in the water and stuff like that, you may, for example, over here, it's super grassy. So if you can get in when it's actually high tide around 6:30 a.m. and then get out there and come back, you know, when coming back doesn't really matter, but if you can get out there and not have to crawl over all this seaweed, make it a bit easier on yourself, then that's always nice. But yeah, we're just waiting for Adam now, and then we're gonna get dressed and hop out there. Yeah, so we have this stairwell on the left side. That's Lover's Point all the way down there to the right. Still not too sure if Otters is to the left or if this is Otters Cove right here, but yeah, anyways, I parked down here. If you go to Lover's Point at the end there and you drive a little bit further, you'll find this, whether this is Otters or still Lovers or not. Usually right in the center of this kelp bed in front of us, that's where it kind of has a little reef that comes up. And I found a ton of kind of lingcod and cabezon in there. You can actually find a lot of fish right in these rocks that are coming on the shore going this way. What I was talking about when I said I wanted to check out the left rock wall is I kind of wanted to swim a little bit in there in the shallow and check it out over there. But it looks like it's pretty low tide right now, and it's got a little bit of movement over there. So I might actually kind of head out there. I think it's still going to be pretty shallow and check out those couple rocks out there. But yeah, it's pretty flat today for the most part. Just a little bit of these small waves kind of picked up right now, but it was super flat up until I started recording. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. Adam in tow. Got Adam in tow over here. He's way skedaddling across the rocks. Found this nice little tide pool. Just gonna kind of enter in here, make a straight shot right out there. Nice and easy.
That's a monster!
I think he's legal.
I think that's definitely legal.
This ledge right here, bro, just swim the ledge and recon. We're gonna fuck him up.
Crazy, nice catch.
And I just started recording.
Got the reaction.
Nothing in there?